Okay, it's a steep climb. We're heading to the citadel, to the house of Dionysus. We'll have an entertainment break on the way. Good idea. It's quite a hill. Come on, put in some effort. The Eshkol Valley, it's green, it's gorgeous. It's a lifeline of the land, a national water carrier, pumping water from the Sea of Galilee. Comes through this valley to the center of Israel. Oh, love the north. Actually love the south. I love the east. I love the west. I love everything. So grateful for the land. Moving on. Ruins of Tzippori, but it's not in ruins. Look beyond the view, through the fig tree. Try and figure that out. That is a modern established town named Hoshaya. We need to get entertained. Where was the place of entertainment? Well, we don't have to dream about it or read about it in a book. Here it is for us to see. Are you not entertained? From Gladiator the movie, here we are in the orchestra. Check out Skitopolis, the show that we did in the Greek city of Beit-Shean. You can see the seats of the theater. Now, during Greek times, you would have expected this theater would have been built in order to see the view. Today we can see the view, but if you notice this iron structure behind me, this is what you call a scanner France. So after the Greeks came the Romans, they were not interested in the view. They actually blocked the view by building the scanner France, and everybody sitting in these seats would be entertained on the orchestra where we are. So fascinating history here in Tzipori. But you know, thinking about it, the Roman period, is it relevant to us? Do we need to learn of this history?
Well, I don't know. They were the first to provide us with aqueducts for irrigation, roads, education, public safety, and of course wine. And anything else you can think of?
Besides that, what did the Romans ever do for us?
He's got a point.
Don't know.
Beats me.
Nothing.
No time to waste. Let's roam around. Run, run, run. We're just about to meet some friends. Hoping we can get some drone footage for you of this magnificent sight. Stay tuned. Ready, set. So folks, there you have it. During the Roman times, people would enjoy a view. Here we are using a drone to get a view they would never have had from above. Who says that it doesn't get better with age, with time?
Exactly. What did the Romans ever do for us?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who developed this DJI Mavic Mini? Not the Romans. It's called Israeli technology. Thank you guys. Be good. Okay folks, welcome to the house of Dionysus. At the bottom here you can see the Mona Lisa of the Galilee, and it doesn't matter where you are in this building, she's looking at you.
Check out this.
Okay folks, part of the reason we know that this is aristocracy, here we have the royal flush. This is the lavatory. Now, to have running water and a lavatory next to your house during those times is a sign of wealth. And it looks like Greek to me. Dr. Book, come a little closer. We heard you read Greek earlier. We heard you read that Greek earlier. What does that say?
Greek to you and Greek to me. But it actually says labriot in modern Hebrew, which would be to health.
Yes, the sun is dipping, but where else on planet Earth can you decide to go and daven the afternoon prayers in an ancient synagogue? So that's where we're heading, to a Beit Knesset, a house of gathering, from the Mishnaic period, Mincha, the afternoon prayers. There will be a Kiddush sponsored by the book. Minutes and 50 seconds per kilometer. Woo! Okay folks, here we are. It's not often that you have to wait to get into a synagogue, but that's what we're doing. And Dr. Book has actually done his graduate research on this synagogue, so he's going to give us the 7 key facts of this incredible site here in Tzipori.
This synagogue, like many incredible artifacts in Israel, was found totally by accident. The Talmud relates that Tzipori had so many Jews in it, there was many synagogues. And even if there was one Jew, let's be honest, he would still build 2 synagogues. We know why, right?
Tell me.
The one you go to and the one you would never be seen dead in. So they found, until the synagogue, they found a brief inscription that mentioned one of the synagogues. And this particular one, back in 1993, they were just literally building a parking lot for the visitor traffic, and boom, they found this stunning Byzantine period synagogue. Let's go and take a look.
Check it out. Mincha.
Mincha. Mincha.
Welcome to Shul. The Beit Knesset, the house of prayer, the house of gathering. You won't believe this. Wow. Wow. Facing Jerusalem. 7 panels, 7 themes. Dr. Book, take it away. Od Yahalelucha. We're going to talk about the number 7. 7 is a very significant number. The Jews sanctify the 7th, and here we are in a place of sanctity. Bring it down for us, Dr. Book. Panel number 1.
Okay, panel number 1 is the beginning of the promise theme. Over here is Sarah being told by the angels that she will be expecting a son, and she laughed, and therefore the son was called Yitzchak. Panel number 2 are the 2 boys and the donkey going to Har Moriah, where Abraham told them, we will go and we will come back. And there's the next panel, you can see Hinei Ha'ayol, there is the goat.
Mount Moriah.
Right.
Panel number 3.
Panel number 3 is the central panel of this entire synagogue, which is a zodiac mosaic, a Galgal Mazalot in Hebrew. And you might ask yourselves, why is there a Greek god and Greek mosaic in the middle of a nice Jewish floor? All back to the same theme, adaptation without assimilation. In the middle of this panel, you see the Greek god Helios, the sun god. You see the sun and the chariot. In the 12 panels around, you see the 12 months of the year and the 12 zodiac symbols, known as Mazalot in Hebrew. That's why we say Mazal Tov, you should have a good star. On the 4 corners, you have the 4 different seasons, represented by women in different dress for different seasons. Nisan, Tevet, Tammuz, Tishrei.
Panel number 4.
Panel number 4, we have the beginning of the redemption, Zecha Lemigdash. Over here, next 4 panels are to do with the temple itself and our hope to have a rebuilt temple. So these 3 rectangles within panel number 4 show things that happened in the temple. The Chatzitzrot, the musical instrument, the sacrifices, the showbread table, the offering of the fruits. All these are vessels of the temple, and the signs in Greek and in Hebrew.
Panel number 5.
Panel number 5, we have the sacrificial altar itself. You see the 2 horns of the altar, Kanei Mizbeach, and over here the animals being led to the sacrifice.
Panel number 6.
Panel number 6, you have the hope of our redemption. You have the ark with the Torah, or some say the facade of the temple itself. And on each side, there are menorahs flanked. Next to the menorah are the lulav and etrog and the shofar, all used in temple ritual.
Panel number 7.
And finally, panel number 7, we have the Lion of Judah on both sides. The Jews would once again return to Judah, and the hope of 2,000 years, Hatikvah Shnot Apayim, Liot Am Chofshi Ba'atzenu. And this synagogue remained buried under the ground until it was uncovered by the new Jews back in our land, from promise to redemption.
So let's live out that promise. We're going to be doing the afternoon prayers, Mincha, in the ancient synagogue. But before we do, Viggy Avigdor is going to give us a show. Press play, please. Let the show begin. Popcorn and Coke. So folks, I hope you enjoyed the synagogue experience. We sure did. We've made use of the light we've had, but just plugging in back to the synagogue and the theme of what we've managed to achieve in Tzippori.
Adaptation without assimilation. We went to a Jewish holy building and yet saw beautiful Byzantine art mosaics. We saw Greek in it. We saw adaptation of Roman gods. And all of this was in a Jewish setting. The chameleon effect. The Jews managed to take all the good of the surrounding culture and incorporate it within their Judaism. It wasn't either will be part of the outside world or be Jewish. It's Torah im derech, Torah with the way of the world.
And that's the side of Tzipori, really combining all of those aspects. And inside the synagogue, we were so touched by the song Shir Lama'alot, the Songs of Ascents, Psalm 121. And we'd like to thank Avigdor Book for joining us on the journey. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel. There's lots more coming. Not only tourism, there's running. We'll be doing some epic running in 2021. There could be the comrades, the holy comrades back in the land from Jaffa to Jerusalem. But we'll finish off with a song, and the song goes as follows. Shir Lama'alot Esa enai el ha'arim me'ayin yavo Ezri me'im Hashem Oseh shamayim va'aretz Al yiten lamot raglecha Al yanum shomrecha Hine lo yanum velo yishan shomer Yisrael me'ata ve'ad olam. From whereupon comes my help, from the God, the creator of all. As I look towards the mountains and the essence of Israel, you've got to come and visit. Come home, be appreciative and grateful for the land we have, for you, for me, for everybody.
Amen.
Peace out.
Amen.
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 Thank you, Rabbi. Sons of rabbis. Okay, now it's time for some trail running. Finally. Yeah. So we're going to start with these olive groves. Olive in Israel, where do you live?
Oh, you also live in Israel?
Oh, do you? Let's go this way. Come. Okay, these are a few hundred years old. Check out the green and check out these olives. What a beauty! Beautiful trails that surround the hill. Just look at that, the setting sun, golden and gorgeous. This is an off the beaten track site. It requires some fencing, not the sport, but the hopping. Oh, I'm going under.
Okay, what you can see is a 1,000-year-old Crusader church of Santa Anna, Saint Anne.
Where was I born? St. Anne's. What are the odds?
Siyata Dishmaya.
Welcome to Twilight Zone.
Over here you can see the tomb of Reb Yehuda Hanasiah, the son of Reb Yehuda Hanasi, the redactor of the Mishnah. If you're ever wondering what a Roman period tomb looked like, this is an incredible example of it. You can see the niches, the kuchim, where the bodies would be laid inside the tomb. And then on the deeper end is the tzion, or the Nefesh. And coming close, you can actually read here in Hebrew it says Rabbi Yehuda Hanasiah, the son of Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi, and the Roman arch. So much. This land is so rich. Wow, look at that.